Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others, or by fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Machedo is the best.
March 2020, Friday. It's around, I think, 40-ish something degrees here, heat. And I'm walking, finish my morning run or afternoon run, whatever you can call it. Nice forest, you see? Nice. No civilization, no people, very few, just one or two, but majority is this. I like it here. Right now you guys are staying at home. You can't go out. Many of you will not be able to handle it because you're used to going to the office. You're used to going to Starbucks. You're used to going to McDonald's. You're used to going outside. You're used to meeting your office colleagues. Used to working. Used to traveling in the train, in the bus, in the car. The thing that you're used to the most is that you're in control of your life. You could do whatever you wanted, whenever you wanted, no questions asked. Because you're an adult. And we don't like being told what to do. That is why in the UK, in the US, where democracy is there, even in India, people still continue doing what they want. Even though there's a lockdown stated, people still go to the garden, like I saw on video, Mail Online. People going to the garden to enjoy. I saw in US, people going to the beach. It's on videos, I didn't go to the US. And Muslims still praying together in the mosque in India, and the police coming and hitting them with sticks. Then idiots, Christians, like a priest, he had the holy mass. I don't know what so holy about it, but anyway, he had a congregation where people prayed. He got arrested. Then some other places, you see people putting social media posts where they're sitting together as a family and having a barbecue outside. So people like to be in control. People like to do whatever they like to do. They don't like to be told. So I'm no different than you, even I. I like to do whatever I like to do. That's why these tattoos, and that's why I left the UAE 3-4 years ago. 4? Yeah, around that one. Because I wanted to continue doing whatever the fuck I wanted to do. I didn't like these restrictions. It was like jail, being under a visa, going to the office, having to have someone few years older than you call him sir, yes sir, no sir. Then the customers, yes sir, no sir. Colleagues who you didn't like were fucking assholes. You have to sit with them. Office politics, going to the pantry, ordering coffee. Everyone's acting prim and proper. So fucking fake. And then driving to office, dressing up in a suit, and trying to find a parking place. I'm not saying that is bad. It was just not for me. For some people, it is like, wow, feels good. For some others, it's no. For me, it wasn't. However, question was, okay, fine. What the fuck do I do? How do I earn money? End of the day, it's all about money, right? You can have your passion, you can have your dream, you can have all the big stuff in your head. I want to be happy. I want to live a meaningful life. I want to live a life with purpose. Like in Hindi, they say, "Paisa kaun dega? Tera baap." Means who will pay the bills? Your father? Like this movie, Zindagi Na Ho Dubara or something like that. There's this movie where these superstars, Akshay, not Akshay, sorry, Hrithik Roshan, it's a Hindi movie where these um, movie stars, they decide because they have one life, they'll go traveling around the world. They go traveling and they enjoy because they have only one life. But the question they fail to answer in all that romantic uh, movie, that themed movie, Freedom, is who'll pay your fucking bills? Who'll pay for the travel? Who'll pay for the transport? Who'll pay for the accommodation? Who'll pay for food? So in the same way, even though I didn't want to follow the rules, question was how was I going to earn? And the problem, like most rebels, is we tend to do whatever the fuck we want. So when I had a stable, secure job, because the CEO of the company, the owner of the company, I was his pet. He gave me a Lexus 4-wheel drive. He gave me a house, apartment. He gave me salary, and there were no targets. There was nothing to do. So I was living the dream, just being paid a salary to come to office and show my face. Okay, good. He liked me. He thought that I would I'd be like his long lost son or something like that, because he didn't have a male her, and right now he has another boy. So he's trying to do the same mistake again, trying to groom him to be his male her, which never works actually. So anyway, so he was trying to groom me. He's a good guy. So he still is. So, but I was taking advantage. I was getting a nice salary, good car, no pressure. So busy trying to charm all the girls, bringing a girl home to shag. What else I got to do? And the girls didn't mind the big car, the extra money, the good sex. What more does a girl who is wanting to enjoy want? So I was enjoying the girls were enjoying my company, the money, the sausage, everything else, the tongue, which is why maybe I pierced it. But at some point, the question came, what the fuck am I doing? Because it became a routine, it became boring. I wanted better things in life. See, because when you live a life of mediocrity, you just keep doing whatever the fuck you want to do. It's fun, but if you're not doing it, enjoying it, at some point you'll be like, what the fuck is this? So in the same way, it's like a midlife crisis. You earn a salary, but you're miserable. You're miserable getting up in the morning, you go through traffic, you're miserable going to the office. You don't enjoy it. Okay, some people, for them, money is the name of the game. The more the money, they don't mind doing whatever the fuck they're doing. So some people, money is a driving force. That's why many people, they don't give a fuck about the politics, about how miserable their job is, because they want to make the money. And you can't blame them. They don't have another choice. I know so many people in the Middle East who continue working the same job, even though there's no promotion, there is no future, because they have a child, they have a child, 2 children, a wife, a spouse, parents, bills to pay, and they have reached that age, 40 plus. They know they're not going to get a better job, or even if they get another job, they don't want to start all over again. So it's better safe than sorry. So I knew that I was, moving down the same, timeline, where I was reaching 40 and was going to get fucked sooner or later. So I took a series of choices, resigned from the company, tried new jobs, broken promises, the same shit that happens in the Middle East. They promise you a job, but they don't give you, they give you a contract, but they don't honor it. You have politics, you have indifference to the owner. Uh, I failed, tried so many things, failed. And finally, you know my story. Got kicked out from UAE because I reported the owner for fake degrees, fake attestation, fake everything in the UAE. No, attestation is original. Educational degrees are fake. He still does it. PhD, master's degree, any certificate, he'll get you from India. He'll give it to you, attest it, becomes legal document. So people migrate, people get jobs. I know quite a number of people in companies who have shown a fake master's degree just to get the promotion. After you show the fake degree and it's attested, nobody's going to check, does this university exist or all that. Nobody's going to check. So people go on. And once you reach that ladder, okay, you're a regional manager, they checked your degree 10 years ago. For the next promotion, they're not going to say, show me your degrees. I'm going to authenticate it, verify it. No. So in the same way, I reported the guy, but anyway, he got the information through a leak, got me thrown out. I tried to suicide, but then I decided I'll live my life one last time. But this time, changing everything, all the bullshit, the mistakes. So came back, started all over again, and I could get the ban lifted because I was innocent. And I told you, Vasta, contacts and connections, you can do anything. So through contacts and connections, got my name removed from the blacklist, the ban, came back to UAE, started all over again. But this time, I did everything different. I'd never taken up mentoring. I went to coaches, I went to mentors, I went to psychologists, psychiatrists, tried to understand myself, went through courses online, went through seminars, conferences. Overall, 80% was nonsense. 80%. Well, let's say 90% was all rubbish. But the 10% that I finally managed to get, which was worth it, the 10% started to change my life. I started to figure out ways and means to earn money without being in the corporate world. Initially it was, I had to do shows, events. I had to anchor shows. I had to give presentations. I did some training, coaching here and there. That was just to make ends meet. But it was tough because I had tattoos on, I had just at least one. And then if you see my TED talk, I tattooed myself on the head just to show that I really wanted the gig. But I was still trying to figure out how would I, earn money. That's a very tough thing, how to earn money and how to develop a system where you can earn money without problems. So nobody was there to teach me how to earn money online. And most of the guys who tell you, I'll teach you how to earn money online, they just give bullshit, recycled, free internet information, total shit, total nonsense. That's why even if you do all the internet marketing courses in the world, it's useless. It's like someone giving you advice how to run a business. There are too many variables. So I did that, not working, tried. Finally, things started to move, started to make some money. But then UAE announced that they would be introducing VAT, value added tax. And that's where alarm bells started to ring in my head. I knew that the landscape was changing completely. It would never be the same. So that is why I decided now it's a time I need to move and I need to move fast. So I gave myself a deadline. Until then, also I was still enjoying. I gave myself a deadline. And when I made the money I needed to make at a target, well, like when you made your mind to move, whatever options appear. And the option was, I didn't know where I was going. I didn't know I would come to Thailand. Came to Thailand. And once here, again, more challenges. how do I earn money online? Because obviously I was moving from 80% physically meeting people, 20% online through references. Now it was 100% online because on the island I can't earn anything meeting people. So for the first 2 years it was tough, very tough. I tried so many things. Some things worked, some things didn't work. Fortunately, I had savings, so that helped me pull through. But finally, I started these videos on YouTube. That clicked, and now it's a steady stream of customers. So now, given this lockdown that is all over the world, personally speaking, it doesn't, for me, it's normal. To tell you very honestly, this lockdown is very normal for me. It's not a big deal. I every day I go for my run. I'm alone. After I finish, I go home. I sit. I do my work. I'm alone there. Only my wife and kid is there. We only go out to the market. So personally, I've always liked being alone. I don't like people, and my entertainment is also online. I'm a gamer. Mostly gamers are very happy being online. They don't want to physically meet people. In fact, for an online gamer, being in a social setting is torture. So we like being alone. And plus, my work is also online. My dealing with clients is online, not meeting face to face. So everything is, this is actually normal for me. It's natural to me. But for people like yourselves, it's pretty abnormal, and it's suffocating. Now, the question is, what is next for you guys? See, one thing is for sure, what has happened, nobody thought about it. This shit only happens in Hollywood movies, like a zombie apocalypse or like a contagion, a virus killing people so people stay indoors. We never thought this would happen in real life. Nobody would have thought. If you told anyone, maybe just a year ago, one day we'll all be inside our houses, not meeting anyone. They would laugh at you. They'll be like, what kind of zombie movie is that? But here we are. So now the question is, what do you do? See, the one thing is for sure, this incident has shaken up everyone. It's shaken up everyone. Everyone is rethinking what is next. People will stop buying like stupid. At least majority. They'll stop buying useless stuff. At least for the next 2 years, they will save money. They'll put their head down and work. Yes, there will be tours, packages, holidays, but not without casualties. Many people will lose their jobs. Many will lose their jobs. Many companies will close down. Like this, Canada is offering $2,000. That money is not for easy, man. Don't think that, oh, $2,000, I can just go to the bank or go to the government. Thank you. No, there's a lot of documentation involved. And it's not as straightforward as it sounds. Don't think it's a great time to be a Canadian. The old, the sick, the weak will die. The people who have been through this generation, the 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds, they will, now they'll be safe. They'll be focused on not doing stupid things. The younger generation, they'll be stupid as they are. But it's not going to be easy. Sometimes I wonder, where are all those gurus or internet make $100,000 from home and all that? Where are they? Okay, make money at home, sleeping, affiliates. Where are they? Nowhere. Because it was all nonsense. For me, my business has not suffered, but it is quiet. I mean, people interacting with me is quiet. I'm lucky that my oh, nice Marco cash and carry. Okay, nice card. Marco is a shopping outlet where they give food. You know. Anyway, so what I was saying was the lucky thing for me is my business was not volume based. Volume based means I wouldn't charge $1 per customer and hope to get 100 customers or 1,000 customers. No, my business was get one customer who would pay enough money that would last me, a day, 1 week, 1 month. So they would pay me enough to last me for a month, like that. So my goal was always the least number of customers, the least number of hours of work with them, the maximum money. Yeah, so it was more like value added. Uh, the other bits of revenue that I would get is people would pay just for 1 hour consultation or small time salary. So the small time resumes, small time profiles, well, that has quietened down. But customers who are earning mid range or especially the top level positions and profiles, they are able to see 2-3 months ahead, 6 months ahead, 1 year ahead. So they know how important personal branding is. So, and those people pay me good money. It's like I just need to get one customer and I'm done for, let's say, maybe 15 days to a month. So easily. So only thing is, yes, the complexity, the expertise, the amount of effort in that job is quite intense. It leaves you mentally fatigued. So the only advice I would give you right now is first, obviously, is take care of your health, follow protocol, follow the rules that are given to you in terms of social distancing, health, keeping clean. That goes without saying. The second thing is plan out what is next. Now, that doesn't mean I'm saying get your CV. No, you decide, you sit down, you have brains. Sit down and ask yourself what is next. You sit down, ask yourself what is next. How do you earn more money? What do you do? And to start a business? Will you risk your life savings into it? Partnership? Will you change your job? Will you go back to your country if you're an expat? Would you move to a new country? Would you try for a new, promotion? So you answer these questions. I leave it to you. You decide. You have to sit down with you, or you sit down with your someone you admire, maybe a mentor, maybe someone elder than you who has more wisdom. Or you can do what the majority do: stick with the same job, same position, same salary until the day either they ask you to leave or you have to retire. So you need to have this conversation with yourself and ask yourself these tough questions, because end of the day, it's like if you want a change in your life, you need to do something different. I've always told people, either you take charge of your life or someone else will. And this virus, this global epidemic or pandemic, has shaken everyone. So please spend the next few days asking yourself tough questions and making some choices, make some decisions, and starting actions. Not just plan and not just wasting time. Take charge of your life. Stop being a victim, or do whatever makes you happy. That's what I would say. So let me know what's happening in your end of the woods. I hope you are staying safe. If you have any information, send it across to me. And guys, take care. All right, see you.